Ikumama, Ikumama, Ikalanavu, Ikulavu, Ikuaki, Ikuaka, Ikuama, America, Elke, Kulia, Elke,
Kulia.
Elke,
Kulia.
Elke, Aloha ina. Yo
Aloha.
kalamo kaina ni heo paliku, kapapa moko hina. My name is Kalamo Kainaniheo. I come from the island of Oahu, where we have the paliku, the male aspect, with Kapapa Moko Hina. Together, united, they represent the strength of our people. And we stand here in solidarity at Standing Rock and Oak Flat because they try to tell us that these are isolated incidents. And we know that over hundreds of years, that the first peoples of the land are the ones who have always protected the land. And it doesn't mean that all nations can't rise up and protect the land, but what it does mean is that part of the oppression of the First Nations is intrinsically tied to the extraction and destruction of the planet as we know it. The world is hurtling forward in a headlong destruction of where the world will be going up in flames, destroying and melting the polar caps. And how are we going to live? How are we going to eat? How are we going to support our future? It's not just the First Nations, but we have to maopopo that we know. We have the science, we have the spirituality, we have the connection of how to take care of the land that is beneath our feet. So wherever you go, people ask us, how can you support Hawaii? How can you support Mauna Kea? And we say, you go to the first peoples of the land that you're at and support them, because it's very easy to support Mauna Kea over there. And it's very easy for you to support the African people here. But do you honor the First Nations of the land that you are walking on? Because that is where you look to where the First Nations are oppressed, that is where the destruction lies. So we're talking about the oil, we're talking about the transnational corporations, we're also talking in Hawaii, we are the most heavily militarized place on the planet. Our Hawaii is the center for PACCOM, and it is Mauna Kea and Haleakala are the center of the military process of which the United States controls half of the world's surface. We have places all over where people are standing in unity with all of the First Nations. And what we need to tell them is we will no longer wait for you. We have asked, we have told, we have educated, and no longer we will take our future with or without you. So ku, kia imona, Standing Rock, Oak Flat, we are all united, we are one people, because revolutionary theory is useless unless it's applied. Mahalo.
Hello.
Dagote Yate Shi Kari Sage Curly Gonze. Good evening, everyone. I am blessed and humbled to be here standing in front of CNN. But I'm more blessed for all of you in this circle, like we gather, like our ancestors did. This is where the knowledge is spoken. All these elders here, I want to thank you, Ahia'a, for letting me get the mic and speak. I am from the St. Carlos Apache Reservation. I am Ne. And I don't know if any of you guys were at the event last night, but this is what I painted, the banner.
Beautiful.
And right now we are fighting for our freedom of religion. And this is what I painted. This is the changing woman, the white painted woman. And this is Najoni. This girl right here is named Najoni. Beautiful. She's my little sister that stands with us. She's marched with us. She's walked with us. Her sunrise ceremony was held at Oak Flat, Chichirpetagote. And this is what we're fighting for, our sacred lands. Just like many of my brothers and sisters are in solidarity, I stand with them. And when you have a fight like that, it doesn't come easy. My brothers and sisters, it doesn't come easy at all. There's a lot of sacrifices coming with this, with fighting. That's when you know you're doing the right thing. When you have sacrifices for your loved ones, when you're occupying, when you're away from loved ones, you're occupying. And they're praying, and many of you are praying with us. Ahia for all of your prayers. Sean, I want to thank each and every one of you. And like I just said earlier on the mic, I am, as long as I live and I walk Nuggleston, I'm going to keep fighting for Chichil Petagotil. They're not going to take my sacred land. They're not going to take my culture, my rich culture. I'm going to keep fighting for the generation and the next generation. And I want each and every one of you to keep this fire going in the fight. Our blood, our veins, what is that blood? What did our ancestors fight for? For each of us to be right here. To have a voice. To not sit back and lay back and be blinded by TV and technology. Step away from that. Step out of that. Go to your sacred mountains. Go to your rivers. Pray to them. They need to hear your voice. They need these songs. They need to be danced on. Nuggleston. What's the greatest thing that Creator gave us? Drum. First heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. Dance. Dance on Mother Earth. She needs it. We're not harming anyone. This is a spiritual fight. We're fighting. We're teaching our young ones to prayer, the power of prayer. They don't understand that. These corporations don't understand that at all. Do they? They just want to keep taking and taking and taking from Nuggleston. She's sick. She's sick right now. We keep taking from her. Our reservation, we were brought to our reservation, and they keep, the little land that they put us on, they keep wanting more and more. They want our water. They want the copper. They keep wanting and wanting and wanting. When's enough going to be enough? And that's why each and every one of you are here standing with us. And as like I said, I come from St. Carlos, and people. There's a great woman warrior in my people. She was the sister of Chief Victorio Lozin. She had the power of medicine, power of prayer. I'm gonna share a little story about her because her spirit and her story,
One huge Indian reservation. All policies were bred and born and birthed on an Indian reservation, and then exported to the world, and now comes back on the backs of the American people. Of the 200-year anniversary of
the federal recognition. Being up here in North Dakota and talking to all our cousins, the Indians on the reservations, what they're going through, the suffering, the neglect of housing, health care, all the things that they're being denied. I don't think we want to be a part of anything to do with the Department of the Interior's federal recognition program. We are a sovereign kingdom. We have a constitution, and we are sticking to our constitution. Aloha aina.
Aloha aina, kalama o ka aina ki ia. I'm here at Standing Rock to help support and kako'o the people here, the Lakota and Dakota, who are standing strong for all the peoples of the world. A'ole pono, fossil fuels. We need to move forward. We need to make a new future for our people. And a part of that is really connected to what's happening back home. And I know there's a lot of really wonderful people that have tried to support